Welcome back to Outdoor Adventures with Doc. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Doc, your host, and I'm going to bring you product review number 2 of this camping trip. And what does that entail, you ask? I'm glad you did ask. It entails the Roar camping stove or wood stove from Onetigris, which goes nicely with any of their hot tents. A couple months ago, I did a unboxing review of the stove, and since it was beginning of summer, clearly we didn't need to use a hot stove. So, this is why I'm doing the review today. Before I go in and show you all about it, some pros and cons here. Pros, it throws off some wicked heat. It warms up the tent fantastically. Last night, it was about, 44 degrees right before sunset. Felt like 39 degrees, and I didn't have a thermometer with me, but I would guess that inside the tent was probably 65, 70 degrees. So far, it's been great. It was so warm that I ended up taking this sweatshirt off, and it was nice and comfortable. Some of the cons, I will say that it's a little bit heavier, so it's not something that you're going to be backpacking, that's for sure. It's around 25, 26 pounds. I don't know. I'm not a spec guy. You guys have probably figured that out by now. You want the specs, look it up. All I need to know is that, does it work? Does it not work? Is it a good piece of gear or not? And that's all I need to know. I'm good with that. Some of the other cons is that it's the mouth, the opening of the stove itself is relatively small, so you're kind of limited to what size of wood you can get in there, and that can cause issues. It's 2:41 in the morning. Why am I up, you ask? That's a damn good question, and I'll answer it for you. So I got my sleeping bag, and I was cozy, and I was comfy, and I was warm. So what happened? Fire went out. So it got cold. So I got my fat ass up out of the rack and went and gathered some more firewood and got the fire going again. Now it's cozy in here. In fact, I'm getting ready to take this vest off because it is getting nice and warm. But anyway, looks like I'll be up for a while. It's a very, very efficiently burning stove. It burns quite through just about anything, which is why you have to go with con number whatever I'm at now. You have to constantly keep feeding it. So that makes for a painful night. What I'm going to do tonight, I think, is probably set my alarm every hour, hour and a half, make sure there's wood in there, and not wake up freezing like I did this morning. Let's see, con number, well, this is probably not really a con so much except for just the environment that I'm in right now. It had been raining for the last couple of days, so it was very difficult to get a fire started in this stove this trip, even with some fire starter. And that's simply because, the wood was wet. But if you have wood that's not wet, then I imagine you get it started no problem. Anyway, enough talk. Let's check it out. All right, so let's just go ahead and open up. As you can see, I obviously was burning last night, like I said, and let's just try to get it lit and go from there. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night. It's night number night number 4 for me, and it's about 30 degrees right now. It's supposed to go down to 25, and I got the wood stove going. It's gonna be a cold one, so wish me luck because I'm gonna need it. All right. Oh, and you can see how smoky it is in here. I've been fighting a battle with this stove, the smoke battle, and the smoke's winning. It's killing me. Anyway, I've had to ventilate several times, so it's definitely going on the con list. But more about that later. See you guys. So I said that, yeah, that should go on the con list with all the smoke in the tent. But what I found out is that I screwed up, basically. And as typical in my life, I have to learn lessons the hard way. What I learned here is that I failed to clean out the stove periodically throughout the use, which then blocked all of the chimney and wouldn't let smoke out through the chimney, which had to go somewhere, so it went in the tent. So lesson learned, boys and girls, clean out your stove periodically while you're using them. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Leave some comments below. Please like if you like it, subscribe, and leave us comments. And I don't care if they're, I really don't care if they're rude, as long as they're funny. As I say all the time, I like to laugh, so impress me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Outdoor Adventures with Doc.